Hey everybody, what's up? It's Pachosaurus. I just finished my first placement match and it went horribly well. This right here is a battle mage on our team and I have no idea what was going on in her mind. Dude wasn't healing, wasn't damage boosting, and wasn't even rezzing us. All she did was shoot stuff with her pistol and I had to get this out there because at the end of the game you see that we won, however, at a disadvantage. But this has to serve as a moral lesson to all players. When you get a player like this, no matter how retarded that player may seem, you simply have to keep your cool. Do not rage. I repeat, do not rage. And then maybe, just maybe, you'll have a chance at winning. Maybe. That's a huge maybe though, especially on this team since we also had one of those Torbjorns who likes to hammer on his ding dong all day. So normally I'd say if you have one player who has absolutely no clue how to play, keep your cool and try to carry the team. I know one player can make a huge difference between a win or a loss, but losing your shit isn't going to help anyone either. So the best course of action is to remain calm and do your best. Do 150% or even 200% of your best performance, because if we follow that same mentality about one player making a huge difference, the same logic applies to the other 5 players who aren't retards. So for example, if you have in a team of 6, you have one retard, 4 below average players, and one extremely good player against 6 average players. That one extremely good player can almost make up for the retarded player on your team. I mean, it's not like that one player is completely useless. There's still the off chance that he might be able to kill someone or distract someone, and it may not be much, but it's a hell lot better than having no player in that spot with a 5 versus 6 match going on. And yeah, sure, it might as well be a 5 versus 6 match, but if 1 or 2 of your teammates could go that extra mile and put in that extra 200% effort, your team still may have a chance. Remember, in our history classes, there have been wars fought at stranger odds, and if you pull in more than your own weight and carry your retarded teammate or teammates, and yes, I know it gets really frustrating and tiring, especially when you have one in every single game, but the thing is, if you keep doing your best, and no, not just your best, but more than your best, you will end up becoming a better player for it. Because for one, you're actually hardwiring your brain to learn how to deal with retarded people. And I will tell you, in the real world, when you start working or when you get into a group project for your college thesis, there will be so many retarded people and you will have to deal with them one way or another. It's just sad that they are invading our video game space that you really enjoy. And I understand that there's enough shit that you have to deal with in the real world, and then this stupid bloke has to come in to your recreational time and ruin it. But if you carry this player into a win, it will make you a better person and a better gamer. Okay, so you're probably wondering how and why. Well, for starters, you're now forced to work harder for that win, which means you are now forced to strategize on your own and go out of your way to find ways to win merely by your own influence. In the process of that, that means your aiming accuracy has to go up, your timing has to be perfect, you have to die less, which means you have to get better at jumping around and dodging everything coming your way, and you need to play smarter than ever because now you have to do everything yourself. Is there a bastion being a threat? Now you have to find a way to kill it on your own. Is the enemy Pharah being ignored? Well, now you have to kill her every single time. And this process may be difficult, but it's preparing you and training you to be a better player. Your muscle memory will get hardwired to force itself to aim better. Your brain will be forced to react faster to certain situations. You'll have to come up with better improvisations and strategies depending on the situation, and so much more. Like if you see an opening or if your teammate places a perfectly placed ultimate, you'll learn how to benefit the most from it. I used to be an athlete in my younger years, just as a little tale from my experiences, and I did Chinese martial arts. Martial arts, for anyone not familiar, is a sport that encourages self-improvement. You lost the fight, we are trained to think that it's not because the player was better than me, it's because I wasn't good enough. All those times that I've been stacking up on training has now come back around and has literally kicked me in the butt. That is how we are trained to think, because that is how you get better. Now I understand that it's a team game and therefore you need to play as a team. But the thing here is that unless you are a full team of 6, you aren't going to be able to function as good as you should be if you were in a team of 6, because first of all, you don't know who your teammates are. You don't know what their playstyle is or how good they are. You don't know their strengths or weaknesses. So they are a variable in this game that is uncertain. And in statistics and probability, if you want something to happen or if you want a certain result, you need to focus on the variables that you have control over. And in a game like this, the only variable that you have control over is yourself. So you have to keep positive. You have to keep your mind calm, because otherwise you won't be able to think properly in order for you to make good decisions for your team. You know, one of my friends back when I was still playing Dota 2 told me that I should also practice my own skills in solo queue. I used to play exclusively in teams back then since I was a total noob, but he told me that playing solo will teach you things you will never learn when you play in a group. Back then he couldn't exactly explain to me why it would improve my skills, and it took me a long time to realize what he meant. So when you play alone, you have no one else to rely on but yourself, and because of this, it will drive you to become better as an individual. And playing as a team with friends and people you know, that's easy. There are more of you who can think of strategies, and if one player is bad at being a support, you can have your friend who you know you can rely on because you know he is a great support. But playing alone means you are forced to look out for yourself because no one else will. You are forced to expect that no one is going to help you, but when someone does, it's great help. Anyways guys, I think I've rambled on a bit too much, so I'll end this with a quote from Bruce Lee saying, "Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one." That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one.